Hey, you're watching Pilot Season. I'm your host and showrunner, Ryan Burkett. Pilot Season streams monthly on the Trident Network, a three-pronged entertainment extravaganza that has live streaming shows just like this, web series and videos you can watch places like YouTube, and podcasts of every genre. Every episode of Pilot Season, we have a team of actors and a team of writers that collaborate on an original sitcom pilot live in front of your eyes. And then we burn the evidence and it's never seen again. None of this would be possible without my friend and stage manager and the creator of the Trident Network, Val Agnew. Val, how are you?
Hi, Ryan. I'm so good. I'm happy to be here with you. How are you?
I'm fine. With all the horror in the world, I feel a little different saying that I'm fine. Is it okay if I had an okay Wednesday? I don't know if I can
I know. I know. I
say.
have to do that all the time when I play with my 2-year-old. I'm like, well, we're still having fun. So, yeah, you could have an okay Wednesday.
Yeah, so while we have you all here, we're gonna have fun in here, and then Thursday we're gonna get up and we're all gonna do something good.
I love that.
Val, we're moving on through our genre of sitcom pilots with the theme fresh starts. This is like when somebody moves to the big city for the first time, or they graduate college, or they go to college, or they get a big divorce, or they take a rocket to the moon. We need you, if you would, to reach out to our chat and get a suggestion. This suggestion is a combo question of where were they and where are they now? This could be about all of our characters. It could be about our main character. Um, and we'll let you sort that out.
You got it.
While you're doing that, we're going to meet this episode's cast. And I have to tell you, it is a dream team tonight, especially, everybody knows how much I love the craft of writing. I hold nothing higher than writing. But at pilot season, we meet the actors first. My dream is if we had an audience that like this show runs forever, and but at pilot season, and then they're all like, "We meet the actors first." I mean, can you? Uh, wow, joining us for the first time. What a treat! We have Sarah Joe Geiger. Sarah
Hi.
Joe, welcome to pilot season.
Thank you. Thrilled to be here. Thrilled to be alive.
No, Sergio, this is your first episode of pilot season, so we need to get to know you a little bit.
Oh my
What
God.
is your favorite sitcom?
It's got to be Golden Girls.
I'm telling you, I need to make like a tournament bracket of the answers here. We hear Golden Girls a lot.
Okay, well then I will say, in addition to Girls, Wings,
Oh
which
wow.
was yeah, Wings. My mother and father loved Wings so much, and so I would watch like Thomas Hayden Church be a goofy old airplane mechanic, and Tim Daly being a handsome so and so. Yeah, I love Wings.
Also, just a note that that wasn't a correction of Golden Girls. That was a celebration that we hear it so much.
I took that as a punishment, so I acted accordingly. So hope that's okay.
It's your first time here, you can definitely have two answers, but Golden Girls is a perfect sitcom. Um,
Perfect. Yeah.
Sarah Joe, follow-up question. If you could live in any sitcom town, which would you pick?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm gonna say another one that likely gets said a lot. New York City, Friends. Come on, there's so much going on there. You got Seinfeld, you got Friends, you've got others, I'm sure, that I can't think of right now. And it's just a great place to be.
The backlot version of New York on Friends is so beautiful.
Hmm.
So just the like when they're like when Phoebe is jogging, for example, and it's just the like running that one like quick length. Love it.
Love it.
Um, also on our acting team tonight, joining us for multiple all-star levels of times, we have Will Jonas. Will, welcome back.
Hey, thank you so much for having me. Yeah, I was thinking about how many times I've done the show before this, and I was like, I think at this point I'm just like Bruce Valanche on Hollywood Squares. Like I just have a standing order to be here.
And you do, that's true. Will, a thing that I know about you off camera is that you
Hmm.
and your wife have sort of a movie club where
Hmm.
you're you've like he's watched, she's watched, and you're introducing each other to new
Yes.
movies. Um, what movie that you've watched recently would make a good sitcom? What would you adapt into
Oh
a
boy. What movie that I've watched recently would make a good sitcom? Well, my wife and I didn't watch this together, but I did like the last movie I saw in theaters was Sam Raimi's Send Help, which is almost a sitcom. Like two people who can't get along are trapped on a desert island. Uh, it's very gross and very fun. I would say the easiest one that my wife and I did for our little movie club thing would probably be uh The Runaway Bride. Like that could be like a each season it's a new husband. I had never seen that one. She was just like, "Oh yeah, this is one of those like movies that would always be on TNT that like you catch like the last 40 minutes of, but like you've never seen all of it." So that was one that I did not enjoy too much, but I thought like, "Oh, yeah, that could be a fun sitcom idea."
Do you see this as her running away every single episode?
I mean, it could be like a different guy every episode, like kind of a Blanche from Golden Girls type thing. She's just constantly leaving men at the altar. But yeah, I mean, I guess my original idea would be like a new fiance per season to kind of, keep it a little more contained.
Yeah, I love that idea. Um, Joining us again, I know we're in double digits. I feel like we've got another like center square kind of situation. It's Maggie Dempsey Pinkawa. Maggie, welcome back to pilot season.
Hi, Ryan. I'm so stoked to be here, like always.
Maggie, we've talked a lot about sitcoms,
Hmm.
and I want to know if someone had never seen a sitcom, if the aliens come and it's your responsibility to teach them the art of the sitcom, what do you think is the most like sitcom? It doesn't have to be your favorite, but just like the ultimate example of
Yeah.
here's what a
Um,
situation comedy is.
I feel like I have two thoughts of that. Like one would be like an early days like Three's Company of like, look, it's like unlikely people in a situation and it's gonna be okay at the end of every episode. Or like the Addams family of like, hey, they live in our world, but they're wackadoodles, and we get to like view our world through a different lens. I feel like those are the two like I would show them like side by side of like these are the two main things a sitcom can do. Like it's either just really pretty slice of life or like strange people in our world showing us how strange our world is.
Mm.
That's I I feel like I just learned something about like from that. That was lovely.
Thanks.
Um, Joining us this episode on the writers team, we've got all returning writers. We have Drew Nelson. Drew, welcome back.
Hi, thanks for having me.
Drew, if you could be any sitcom character's sidekick, if you could be like the little buddy, the bestie of any sitcom character, which one would you pick?
Is this a fictional sidekick, or is it a already written in character scene on television sidekick?
We're adding you to the cast.
Roger that. Okay. Um, let's see. I think I would, my favorite sitcom is Scrubs, so I wouldn't mind, yeah, being JD's sidekick, mainly because I'd like to I mean, like, he has a good amount, I'd like to see kind of when he sleeps, like, he just, like, has a lot of free time for this, like, very active doctor, like, attending physicians, so, I'd like to see, yeah, how does he balance it? How does he really work out that work-life balance?
Yeah. And Scrubs is coming back. Are you excited?
I am cautiously optimistic. I am now a big fan of St. Dennis on NBC, which is a phenomenally like well done, like basically reiteration of Scrubs, I think. But like I'm cautiously optimistic about it's not a reboot, it's a
They're just sort of continuing.
right, yeah, but they did forget season 9.
Oh, because they did that without the principal cast, right? They had like a new younger cast.
Yeah, I think a young James Franco, if I don't recall.
Wild. I
How do
don't
you feel about the T-Mobile commercials starring those two?
Overplayed, that's for sure.
Joining us again, we've got a returning writer, Brian Paladie. Brian, welcome back.
Hey, great to be here. Thanks, Ryan.
Brian, who is your all-time favorite sitcom character?
Jack Donaghy from 30 Rock.
That's a great answer. We've talked about this before on here, but 30 Rock is one of the shows that is so digestible in clips that I feel like there's just sort of one giant episode of 30 Rock. Like I just know all of the little bits of it, and I couldn't tell you what's from which episode. But yeah, Jack that's a really original character too at that time.
Yeah, I feel like he's when you see him the first time, you think he's just so serious, and then I've rewatched it, and you realize he's just this strange, quirky. You think he has it all together, he doesn't have it all together. He does like little quirky, funny things all the time. And as much as it's a Liz Lemon show, it's also a Jack Donaghy show. And so you're right, like they all kind of like flow together. He can't get his life. Like you think about like how many relationships and wives he has over the years. Like what season was that? What was he up to? Like I forget about what shenanigans he ends up into. Yeah, yeah. Jack's a great guy.
That's a great answer. Also joining us, returning player, has been a writer and actor, and also the only player on pilot season who has also stage managed and pulled lights for us. We have M. Smith. M, welcome back.
Thank you so much. I'm really gunning for the EGOT of pilot season. I just have to host, and then I got it.
If I'm ever in traction, or if I have a scandal and get canceled, we'll move you over. M, we've also talked a lot about sitcoms. What is your favorite sitcom episode?
Oh, good question. I think there is okay, one It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia has this bottle episode where they think they have food poisoning and they're all locked in, I think they're like quarantining themselves and they all get at each other's throats. And then the dark ending is that they realize that they just are going through alcohol withdrawal. And so they start drinking and they suddenly feel great and better. And it's great. And it all resolves itself. And then that's the end of the episode. And I just think it's really dark and it really it's I like feel like I watch it when I'm sick. I don't yeah. It just gets at the ethos of the show that these are terrible people.
That's a great answer.
Not that alcoholics are terrible people, but these people are.
Yeah, parallel to these people are terrible. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Val, have we gotten a suggestion from our chat?
We've gotten a number of suggestions. I can't decide between a couple of them. So we have, I'm going to modify them slightly, but there's one of an octuplet set that goes to college and all of the rest of them stay back in their hometown. We have a formerly Amish tech bro. And we have some version of an Olympic athlete becomes regular Joe. So like I put in loser that becomes a therapist. Chris put in Tanya Harding becomes a high school Spanish teacher.
Oh my God.
So I'm really struggling to choose between those three options. Did any of them jump out at anyone?
What's spark?
I just have to say, if we're gonna go Amish, luckily I have one of these for my props. So, yeah,
Perfect.
good to go.
I like Amish too. That rung a bell.
Yeah, I like that,
Okay.
bro.
Formerly Amish tech bro, it is.
So we have a formerly Amish tech bro. Val, if you could return to the chat and get us a title, we're gonna break this down as a group and suss out some details. We're going to start with our actors. Sarah Joe, I think that you may have an answer for this. Are there any characters that you're inspired to create by this concept?
The Amish one. I have the uniform, you know.
Yeah, absolutely. Um, Maggie, same question. Anybody that's coming to mind immediately?
Okay, so I work in tech and I commute to Union Station, and there's always this fascinating mix in Union Station of people at the Sabaro who are half impatient, probably tech workers, and the Amish who are like pumped to order Sabaro. It's just this delicious of like uh, it's the calzones bringing them together, and like you can tell they're like there's like this mutual like both sides of the glass of a zoo enclosure moment where we're both like, whoa, you're different. I love that, like smashing them together, but we all just want pizza moment.
That happens at theme parks a lot.
Oh, yes, the best.
Um, it's the
Amish
calzone
people
when
on
this
the
comes together.
roller coasters.
That's so Maggie, you're saying so many beautiful things tonight. Huh. Will, same question. Any characters that you're inspired to create from this suggestion?
Well, so the first thing that I thought of is like I feel like a tech bro kind of name would be like Zeke, and then like a typical Amish name is Ezekiel. So like he just shortened it, and like now he like is trying to be cool, and he's like, oh yeah, no, you can call me Zeke. It's cool.
Love that. Let's check in with our writers. Drew, are there any situations that you see for these characters? Any plot lines springing to mind?
I mean, he's gonna have to say goodbye to his family. That could be a solid place to start, with a goodbye.
Yeah. He's the one person in tech who's writing like longhand letters still.
That's true.
He codes on a piece of paper.
Yeah. Drew, follow-up question. What's a physical location that we might see in this episode?
This episode, well, certainly the farm, the family farm, heavy on sweet peas and corn. Yeah.
hmm
Yeah, absolutely. Brian, same initial question. Any plot lines or situations that you're foreseeing here?
I think there's going to be a transition, and with that, I think both the Amish culture and tech culture are known for their uniforms. So I think transitioning, this into the apparel and the way that we have perceived the Amish, the way that we perceive our tech bros, AirPods, vests, all birds, like that kind of look. I think it's going to be important.
And Brian, follow-up question. Is there a specific time period for this? Are we set in the present day? Is this recent past? Where would you like to set us?
Yeah, I think so. VC funding was super hot, you know, in like right after COVID hit, right? So pumping tech companies full of money, didn't know what to do with it. Just some companies were making hand over fist, and just a lot of that was coming from that funding. So I think maybe it doesn't have to be COVID. It has to be something where there's just like this huge infusion of like, hey, we've got to fund every stupid idea that has ever come to mankind and build an app for it.
So we're in some kind of like bubble. We're
Yeah.
really, yeah, love it. M, same initial question. What plot points and situations are you coming up with?
I feel like this, I mean, I know they do like there's like Rumspringa and everything, so but I feel like if become a tech bro, they're probably still like learning a lot about it and like certain convenience like they're like, oh, like I'm imagining like if only we could like track someone's location, that would be so helpful, right? Or just like they're still learning and catching up because I think not much people can have like a regular telephone, but this is the first time they have like an iPhone, and so um, just constantly being surprised at the conveniences of the new world and being really happy about it all. And maybe maybe a love that stayed with the church. So, who's to say? But yeah, generally I think just really psyched in a way people were, like in the 90s, the way that we talked about like gadgets and like kind of that kind of vibe, I think is where they are.
I love that. Follow-up question, M. This pilot's going to be a hit. Okay, this is getting picked up, and let's just assume that you're the network executive who gave it the green light. What are we looking at in terms of like standards and practices? Is this a show for adults? Does it have a laugh track? What kind of network is it on?
Um, I'm thinking it feels like it would have some kind of mockumentary kind of bent to it. So maybe it's like a Peacock show, um, or like NBC kind of. Yeah, I think it would be like it probably like those other iterations of that. Like it has adult humor, but generally like yeah, available like PG-13.
Totally perfect. Um, as always, thanks to a generous grant by the Trident Network, multiple FCC fines have been paid in advance. So even though this show is PG-13, our show doesn't necessarily have to be. So actors and writers, if you're dropping an F-bomb or any other kinds of bombs, you're covered. Val, do we have a title for this beautiful concept?
Um, we have some options.
Okay.
I'm just gonna read them all to you because
Okay.
I don't know. I can't make a decision. Okay. In order they were received.
Okay.
Raising series barn. But like barn so it's series B, like series B funding, and then ARN is in parentheses. Das Lit. I can't even say this one correctly. Rumsprinnergy.
Oh my God.
Pennsyvlania Clutch. Mennonites, but with a Y. And addendum to that one, Menon Bites. BYTES. And then Swag and Wheel. Swag and Wheel.
First of all, these are mostly like very good, minus the first one that I'm not smart enough for. We can take a vote. I will say I saw multiple eyes light up at Pennsylvania Clutch because it sounds like an actual show. That sounds like a show that's already happened. Anybody else have any other favorites or anything that excited?
Rumsprinnergy, I really enjoyed. That's a fun
Yeah.
one.
That could be the episode title,
Yeah, we
potentially.
could also have.
Ooh.
Ooh. Yeah, because I was gonna say raising series B barn is like I think that's the perfect mapping of the raising the barn and the series B funding. I feel like that might be in the later season when it's like, oh, we're going to VCs now and we're asking for money. Like that's really fun. I like that for an episode title. Yeah.
Okay. So is it
So-
Pennsylvania Clutch and the pilot title is Rumsprinnergy?
Energy.
Yeah, I think that sounds great.
Okay.
As I repeat it throughout the episode, might see me like searching for it again. I should write it down. Okay, we're getting ready to do our cold open. This is the scene before the credits. It's our shortest scene of the night. We're going to meet some characters. We're going to hit a punchline, and then Val is going to call it. Val, are you ready for the cold open of Pennsylvania Clutch, Rumsprinnergy?
I am so ready. Let's do it.
Let's go.
Well, I'll see you later. I hope.
Well, should you ever decide to return to the farm, we'll be waiting for you.
Thank you.
Ezekiel, wait. Before you go, please. Take this.
Rebecca, I can't. It's your best.
You need it more than us.
Well, thank you. I'll be sure to put it on my toast in the mornings. I promise that I'll come back. This is just an experience. We're supposed to go learn and then come back and return, right? I'll just go and see what it's all about.
Ezekiel, please. I know you're trying to comfort us, but I doubt that you'll be back. You've always had a head for gadgets, building steam-powered computers and phones.
I have to go find out what's really out there. This
Once you
bother,
taste the barns of the big city, you're unlikely to ever return.
but I love you. I love my family. I love all of you. I'm just going to bring back more knowledge. Surely there's no harm in that.
My son, do hear me when I say, sometimes the good Lord knoweth better than us. He did give you a brain for technology, and it would be a waste of your spiritual talents if you didn't go and explore. And remember, there is no I in technology. That's from the Bible.
You
I
guys are
added it to the Bible.
very,
You'll see it in that one. Yeah.
very, very cool about this, and I hope you know that you're pioneers, and you've made me who I am, and I love you, and I will write, and I will visit, perhaps in a fortnight. Who knows? How long could it take to learn everything that I need to about this technology? I'll return to you.
Well, if what I'm reading in the papers is correct, then the bubble isn't going to last forever, so get thee to an airport and go.
I'll just walk from there, I promise.
No, the point of the Rumspringa is you can use all of the modern conveniences.
Oh, I'm so used to lying to you about them that I've forgotten.
You didn't need to
Well,
tell us that you've
I
been
don't
lying
love
to
that
us.
part. I
Yeah,
don't
yeah, you
love
didn't
that
need to do
part.
that. Listen, listen. God said it's okay during this time. So just go. We love you. We support you. And if you do come back, you don't
And
need to tell
also
us that you did.
drugs.
Roll
And
opening credits.
I feel like we got a little prologue. We got a little prequel there. That was so nice. We're gonna check in with our actors first. Maggie, the character we met, I have a feeling that this is a character we're gonna see throughout the episode. Tell us something about your character's backstory, something about their like wants or their like actor secret style that our writers can use.
I love that they are probably like bleeding edge scandalous, like in their community, which is still like so precious. Um, like I also like that like the parents were like genuinely encouraging them in a way that like maybe the oddball like apple didn't fall too far from the tree. So I think that there is like pious ambition and like a supported curiosity that would be like super fun to continue to explore.
I love that. Sarah Joe, same question. If your character is one that we're going to be seeing again, I have a feeling we might. What's something that we don't know about her yet?
She also likes to tinker, which, in the world of Amish, I am deciding that that means that she likes to explore mentally and put things. She's mechanically minded as well, and she recognizes that in her son, and she has some pretty badass things hidden in a barn somewhere, like behind some shit. She's been an inventor for some time.
I'm really excited to see like a bottle episode that is just her in the workshop.
Hmm.
That's fabulous. Will, same question. What don't we know about your character yet?
I think my idea while playing the dad kind of character was that I don't think he cares too much for Zeke. Like he's fine with the idea that Zeke might not return. Maybe not like super good at doing the actual like daily chores. Like, I tried to seed in there that like, he was always like building like steam powered gadgets already. So like this is clearly not a good fit for him. So I think Jebediah, as I've decided to call him, is he's pretty into the idea of like empty nest syndrome.
Yeah, I love that. That's everybody's digging so deep. This the story is so lovely already. Let's check in with our writers. Drew, we're getting ready to start Act One of our episode. Where is it located? What is our physical location?
Um, I think I'm feeling like getting an apartment in San Francisco, probably looking, meeting up with a roommate, maybe that he, I guess, uh, downloaded an app. He was shown an app by someone, a new colleague of some sorts.
I love that. And also, I don't think we had said the city yet. So that's a great tech city. That's a great idea. Brian, how much time has passed from our cold open, saying goodbye to the parents, and scene one?
We're gonna say maybe like 2 or 3 weeks.
Okay,
I think kind of building off Drew's suggestion there, he's meeting a roommate. Maybe he's had an interview, landed a job, and has somewhere to go. So like now he knows what the income's gonna be. So he's kind of getting a sense of what the apartment's gonna look like. So he's not first day in town, but still pretty new.
got it. And M, let us know a line of dialogue that you would like to hear in Act One.
I would like to hear someone say, how many horses does that take?
Would you mind repeating that?
Yes, of course. Anybody can say, how many horses does that take?
How many horses does that take? Actors, plant that somewhere handy. Writers, we know what we need to do. Val, are you ready for Act One of Pennsylvania Clutch Rum Sprinergy?
So ready. Let's do it.
All right, Ziggy. So, this is the place. It's not super spacious, but, you kind of take what you can get in the SF. Am I right? So you're actually going to be staying in the sunroom, which I have converted into a second bedroom. I like to get up and do my push-ups at around like 4 a.m. I'm kind of on that Andrew Huberman lifestyle right now. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Great. Is there some sort of hayloft? How do we stay warm? Are there more of us?
Hayloft, that's awesome, Ziggy. You are so funny. Have you ever tried stand-up? Oh, you're gonna love it. No, I mean it stays pretty warm in here. When I remember to pay the energy bill. But yeah, no, yeah, like I said, you'll just be staying in the sunroom. I've got a futon in there, or you can get your own mattress. It's up to you.
No. So like, do we take turns like keeping the fire lit at night? Like, I just want to make sure that we've got a
Dude,
good thing going here.
I'm not jacking you off right now. You're freaking hilarious.
Hey, sweetie, sorry. I just you can I use your conditioner? I need to get ready for a psych class, and is that okay if I use your bathroom products to get ready?
Zig, sorry, this is my girlfriend Donna. Yeah, babe,
Oh, hi.
feel free to use the conditioner. Obviously, we both take really good care of our hair, so
Mhm.
I kind of feel like mi casa su casa. Zig, if you need to wash that righteous beard of yours, go ahead and use the conditioner as well.
That's really, really generous. I appreciate you, Ratchet.
You seem so shy. Oh my God. Are you not from around here?
No, not originally. No. No. I just actually got here not too long ago. I've landed a job at Amazon actually. I
Hell
start
yeah.
yeah in a couple of days, so I'm pretty new to the Bay Area.
That's amazing. Well, you should join the both of us. Next Friday is the solstice parade. We get naked and just drive on our bikes through the town square. It's awesome.
Yeah.
That sounds does everybody do this? That sounds lovely.
I mean, yeah, a lot of people do, it's pretty chill vibe here.
Yeah.
We're
And
raising
I
money for kids with cancer, so
Mm.
oh. Well, and I've totally been naked before, so if I've done it before, I should do it now for children with cancer.
All right,
I'm
you
glad you
boys,
finished
have
that
fun.
sentence.
I'm gonna
Nice.
go get ready. Nice
Okay.
to meet you.
Um Ratchet, this is a great place. How do I do you prefer quarters or singles? How shall I pay you for my portion of the rent?
Dude, Zig, you gotta stop. You're cutting me up, man. I'm honestly freaking dying. No, I've got Venmo, I've got Zelle, so you can just shoot me the money anytime you want. But honestly, like I said, mi casa su casa, first month is gonna be on me. I want you to get settled.
Wow.
Because once those Amazon checks start rolling in, you're gonna be making banks. So, just hit me up. Zelle works great.
Hey, Genuinely, like, thank you for being so welcoming. I was really nervous to leave my community, and I think people tried to make me a little afraid, and you've been so warm. So I'm happy to get up and do the chores early if there's any like cow milking that needs to happen. I didn't hear any chickens, but wherever they are, I'm happy to go like get the eggs from them in the morning and make sure that I'm contributing. It's really important to me to be a valued member of our household.
Dude, I honestly, I can't stand it. I don't know where you're coming up with this stuff, but no, I'm on, completely dairy-free diet, so don't milk any cows. If you know how to milk an oat or an almond, that would be righteous, homie.
An almond? You're funny. You should try standing up.
Oh, I wasn't gonna say this, but me and a couple of bros, we've actually been taking some improv classes after work. Like, I know it's kind of, hoity-toity or whatever, but like, if you want to join our class, that'd be pretty rad.
Oh, I'm interested in learning as much as I can. I only have a month of freedom and a big brain, so maybe improv is what I ought to do with it. And I'm glad to hear you have lots of bros. I have 10 bros at home and 5 sisses.
Hey, babe, do you have a brush I could borrow really quick? Or
Oh, this is my other girlfriend, Rebecca. Yeah, you can totally borrow my brush. Gotta keep the lion's mane in check. Am I right?
rar?
I didn't know you were married twice.
What are you talking about, man?
Do they are they also housemates?
No, they don't live here, but I'm kind of part of a polycule. It gets a little crazy sometimes. I am kind of type B, so keeping schedules is not really my thing. But yeah, you know,
Is
I'm
that
pretty
an
relaxed. Polycule?
I-
No, no, no. I mean, whoa, whoa, Zeke, do you do you know how to code? Because like we could totally make a dating app for polycules for thruples. That would be holy shit. Is this how I'm gonna make my first million? Oh my god, Ziggy, I need you to sign a piece of paper right now saying that we're sharing this idea, okay? Because I don't want you turning into Andrew Garfield from Social Network, screwing me over or something. All right?
Okay, whatever. Um, by code, are you saying trying to say goat? I can milk goats as well.
Oh, dude, you are the goat. You're the freaking greatest of all time, man. I love you. You're rad.
Uh, I'm confused but excited right now. So Ratchet, like, I'll sign whatever you want, man. I'm glad to have the apartment. I'm glad to help you with your polycules and apps for dating. I just I want to know, like, how many horses will it take me to get from here to the Amazon offices?
Oh man, I swear to God, I'm gonna bring people around and we will just let you go for like an hour. I swear it's gonna be the funniest shit I ever seen.
Ratchet, can I be brazen for a moment?
Absolutely, I prefer it.
Okay, I only have a month to do this, so I would also like to try sex and drugs.
Hell yeah.
Now a word from our sponsors.
Listen, no one loves this show more than me. Okay. And I know that I'm prone to hyperbole. I exaggerate a lot on here and I get very excited. This is believably already a sitcom.
This is a good idea.
Legit, very good. I wrote down one line of dialogue when we were introduced to the second girlfriend, the second part of the polycule. I believe it was Drew that said twice the amount of butter churned. That is such good sitcom innuendo from like 5 different eras. Really, and also Sarah Joe with the quick changes, and I'm this isn't just about me, but I'm having fun. Sometimes I need people to know that I'm having so much fun. that was really something. We're going to talk to our actors. Sarah Jo, we'll start with you. We're getting ready to do Act Two of our episode. What other characters do you have in mind? Who's next, do you think?
I want to play like some like hard ass tech lady who seems like she's gonna be a villain. I think in the first episode she seems like she's gonna be a villain, and then like later episodes you see like her backstory that makes her more sympathetic. But I'd love to do that. I also definitely want to come in. Like if I try to I was thinking like, oh, he needs like horses to get there. I could have jumped in and been like, I'll give you a ride on the back of my bike. Let's go. And like start getting undressed and like I do want to maybe like bring that character back. Like, all right, everybody, let's get ready to go. Take off your clothes.
I love that we also have in Chicago annually there's a naked bike ride, and
Mhm.
it's very exciting. Um, Will, same question. Who's next, do you think?
So when I worked for a tech company out in Mountain View in like the Bay Area, definitely like one of my coworkers who was the most like character like was this big dude who works like IT security, and he would always like anytime we had to like go into the office, he would talk about how like he's not just here to protect you from like cybersecurity. Like, ladies, if you ever feel in danger, come to me and I'll take care of it. And it was like so pretentious, but like also really sweet. And I was like, God, this guy is weird, but I kind of dig him.
He's the purest version of what he is.
He's like if Chewbacca spoke English. Like,
Well, now I definitely want to meet this person. Maggie, same question, and if you see yourself continuing with the same character, maybe it's a character that you'd like to encounter.
I I'm hoping that Ziggy is like a wunderkind. I hope he's fucking awesome and actually has like fresh perspective. Like I think it's much more interesting to watch him excel at this than like kind of suck. So if there's someone who's actually like turns into a genuine mentor and is able to be like, "Wait, no, yeah, why doesn't it work that way?" Whatever. Like someone who actually like meets him where he is and like genuinely wants to like teach him and engage with him and then like help him do this thing. I think that's really compelling.
I love that. Let's check in with our writers. Plot wise, what's next? What ideas would you like to plant for Act Two?
I mean, we set up, the sex and drugs of it all. So probably gonna have to see that, go to some Bay Area like party. Um, or like I feel like trying to yeah, like trying to flirt, trying to meet people, maybe online dating, maybe like a Tinder kind of situation. Yeah. Oh, and I want to see like we set up that there's like a knack, some kind of inventive knack that's going to come in handy at some point.
Yeah, absolutely. Brian, same question. Any plot lines, anything that you'd like to seed right now for this act?
Yeah, I think I like what Sergio was talking about in terms of like a character who could potentially seem like a hard ass, but then be really soft, later. And I'm thinking about the idea of the app coming to life. So like maybe like looking for like an investor, and like I think there's something we do like a seed round, and kind of like connecting that to the farm, and like a really like hard ass character who they might have to pitch an idea to, and just kind of getting like beaten down, but then might actually be supportive in some way.
Yeah, absolutely. Drew, same question. Any plot lines, any situations that you see for Act Two?
Yeah, I like the idea of yeah, starting out with Brian's idea and then kind of and then ha um hmm I would like the idea of yeah, going to a party somewhere, yeah.
Yeah. And Drew, give us a line of dialogue that you'd like to hear in Act Two.
Um you put that where?
Would you repeat that first?
You put that where?
You put that where. So actors, we got our line of dialogue knocked out in Act One. That was very exciting. So you put that where. Keep that in mind. Sounds like we've got a lot on our plates, but I know we can do it. Val, are you ready for Act Two of Pennsylvania Clutch?
Let's go.
Go.
Okay, well, welcome to the Amazon warehouse where you'll be doing most of your work. This is your security badge, so make sure you have that on you at all times. I will escort you to your desk. You're gonna meet a bunch of wacky characters, but I promise they don't bite. So your workstation is kind of your temple. It is your Zen area. So, feel free to customize it, be playful, but you need to mention this, please. Nothing offensive, nothing strictly sexual, nothing that could be construed as violent towards your coworkers. Otherwise, you will be seeing a lot of me, and I don't want to do that. Okay.
Great. Whoa.
Beep, beep. Meow.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. I should have mentioned we like to be a little, relaxed around here. So you might see people zooming by on segways every once in a while. It's a big space. People like to, get around as a means of convenience.
Did you invent those?
I wish, yeah, I wish I were the inventor of segways. Until, of course, he did actually ride off of a cliff when he was trying to prove to people that they could stop on a dime. That is a true story, and it's kind of sad now that I
Stop
think
it.
of it.
You're scaring the new guy. Stop it with that horrible segue. I'm sorry. He does this all the time. He does this all the
Oh,
time. You don't need to keep telling that story.
I think it's interesting. I'm sorry.
Hi. You must be new.
Yes.
I'm
Hi, I'm
Stephanie.
Ezekiel. I'm Ziggy. It's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Did you see your desk and everything
Yeah,
already? Or
he was just showing me and I promise I won't have any false idols or anything offensive or violent or sexual at my desk.
boring? Okay, fine.
Um so yeah, I'm Ziggy. What's your name?
Yeah, I'm Stephanie, but you can call me Stephanie. Just keep it simple, actually, for real. I don't know. I just have so much going on all the time. It's just like, gosh, you'll get it. You'll get it the longer that you're here. It's just there's a lot going on, and you need to stay nimble, agile, is what we like to say here. So fucking stupid. If you need to smell anything nice to remind you of the outside when we're working at our desk for 14 hours, you can bring a little plant with you. This is Charles. He is mine. Yeah.
Charles needs
So
some water.
what?
I'm sorry. Charles needs some water.
No, he doesn't. I what? Wait, why do you think he needs water?
I I I grew up on a farm and I can just it looks like you can tell like the outside of his leaves are starting to desiccate a little bit, and that means that it's time for him to have some water.
I put a LaCroix in it once. It was like kind of flat, but like
Speaking of beverages, do you want a nitro cold brew or anything that I can get you?
Does that have drugs in it? Because if so, then yes.
Uh, Look, I know I said it's relaxed around here. I do need you to keep the drug jokes to a minimum. It's a little harsh. We try to, make sure everyone's feeling comfortable.
I'm so sorry. I'm a little nervous today. This is not my style at all. I would never. No thanks. No, nothing. No thanks.
And I'm not looking to be a problem here. I just need you to chill, but like in a disciplined way. Like you can
I'm
be
actually,
hilarious, but professional and silent.
I'm a little uncomfortable by how uncomfortable you're making Zeke feel.
I'm making you uncomfortable.
I think, yeah. I'm just getting a little uncomfortable by how uncomfortable I can see you making him. Can you give us maybe like 10 minutes and reflect on your actions and words?
I am so sorry. I am
You
gonna go
should
give
be.
myself 10 hits from the branch. So I will just go self-flagellate. Stephanie, please just show Ziggy to his desk.
I will. Thank you.
Thank you.
That's a good way to get rid of him if you ever need him gone.
I didn't realize I could upset someone so quickly, so that's really good to know.
No, that's just like kind of how he is. Okay, so this is yours, and then I am right next to you. I hope you're cool with mood lamps and sad lamps, because I have those on all the time. Don't talk to me and don't look at me.
Seems
Cool.
straightforward.
Mhm.
I was just wondering, where's the outhouse?
Uh, outhouse? Are those like the sleep pods, or I think there's one next to like the teriyaki spot? Outhouse. Do you mean bathroom?
Yes.
You
Yeah.
little fucking freak. That's a crazy thing to say. Oh my fucking God. Okay, yeah, take a piss. Just down the hall to the left. It's gender neutral bathroom. So whatever floats your boat.
Very cool. Lots of things float my boat, so that'll be great.
Yo, Stephanie, is this the new guy?
Yeah, hey.
Hey,
How are you, Trent?
yeah, I'm doing great. Steph, are you coming to the after work party tonight?
Oh yeah, at the loft. At the loft
Yeah,
party.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. What's your name, bro?
I'm a Ziggy. It's Ziggy. It's
Oh,
Ziggy.
well, Aziz Ziggy, yeah, we're gonna go down to the loft after work. You know, it's probably gonna get a little bit crazy. Do you like poppers?
What?
Do you like poppers?
I they're a little spicy for me, but I like ordering them sometimes.
Oh my God, Stephanie, you didn't tell me this guy's a cut up. Oh my God, that's awesome. Yeah, we'll get you, started with something pretty mild.
Great. No, I'm here to learn as much as I can from you guys, whether that's about tech or life, or I'm just really excited. Trent, right?
Yeah, Trent.
Yeah, I remember you from the interview. Like, I'm ready. Whatever it is, full send. Let's go. Great.
Full
Oh,
send. New guy's
you're a
learning really
freak, huh,
quick.
Ziggy?
Say again, Trent. I'm sorry. I'm really overstimulated. What? Say again.
I said you're a freak.
Oh, that's twice today. I guess I am. But I'm pretty smart and I've got 30 days of freedom, so I guess I gotta get as much done as I can. But
All
yeah,
right, all right. Stop interrupting the new guy on his new day. He's getting very overwhelmed. Totally fine. If you need some Vyvanse or some Adderall, we all have them. Okay, so just ask us for anything to help you focus. We'll see you tonight at the Loft. Do you know where that is, new guy?
I don't know where anything is.
And now a word from our sponsor.
The workplace comedy of Act Two. You guys, I did write down another line of dialogue. I believe this was from Brian. My poppers used to read me. Literally, how dare you?
Ryan, I just want to call yours was, I think it was you that was, my brothers are named Charles.
Appreciate that. Thank you.
Uh,
Val, before we discuss Act Three, I just wanted to check in with the Trident Network for a second. Let our cast and our viewers know how they can support or participate.
Yeah. So the Trident Network, as already mentioned, is a three-pronged network. We have shows like this on Twitch. We also have podcasts, and we have recorded content on our YouTube. If you are interested in making any of those things or becoming a contributor on the Trident Network, hit us up. You can find our contact information on thetridentnetwork.com. And if you want to just support what we're doing, the easiest way to do that is just keep coming and watching and listening and sharing us on social media. If you want to support us even more, so that we can keep up this platform, you can become a Patreon subscriber. You can subscribe right here on Twitch. And in fact, if you have a Prime subscription, you can do that for free. I'll put the instructions on how to do that in the chat. And yeah, basically just come hang with us. If you want to put something up, let us know.
Love it. I'm proof that they say yes. We're getting into Act 3 of this. I'm telling you, this is one of my favorite shows, not just of this series, but just like on the air right now. Sarah Joe, at the beginning of the show, I asked you if you had any backstory for your character. Is there anything that you told us that's changed for you, or anything you've learned about any of the other characters that you've played that might be informative for ending up this episode?
I think I want to have oh, it has changed. I think the mom wants the son home sooner.
Yeah.
I think that could really escalate some drama here if she like maybe crashes the loft party and it's like you need to do something like the something something something, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that. Will, how about you? Anything that you told us about your we met your roommate character first, but anything you learned about any of the characters you've played that we should know?
Uh, any of the characters that I played, I think that yeah, I do kind of like the idea that the roommate character had that like eventually, maybe not this episode, but like down the line in the season, uh, Ziggy does develop an app, and then like there's some sort of contentious sort of like ownership battle between the two of them. Uh, because I play a lot of douchebag characters, and I feel like that's something that I would do.
Yeah, I love that. And by the way, we have really given Maggie a real like fish out of water situation with this episode. So shout out to Sarah Joe and Will for playing a full ensemble of characters. Really impressive. Maggie, same question. What has changed for you in regards to the character that you've played or what you told us about them at the beginning?
I enjoy that Ziggy keeps being told that he's a freak. He's probably a freak. Like, let's find out. Like, what if he's like, all right, like in this world, I'm a freak. Like, what does that mean? So like maybe some of like the rube wears off, and he like the things that are different, he is less shy of them, but like lets it be true and like yells it from the rooftops.
Yeah, absolutely. Um, and let's check in with our writers. Want to know like any loose threads or plot points that we need to tie up before the end. We'll start with Drew this time. Drew, anything that we need to like dig into before we wrap up in Act 3?
I was thinking, I really like the idea of the mom crashing the party. So I was thinking like, right before that happens, he's taking the risk, he's doing some drugs, but he's coming up with, this idea for this app. And so it's like, this very high for this man, literally. And he's then unfortunately faced with the consequences of his actions, this great idea, but then he, sees his sweet mother, his sweet loving mother.
Yeah. And she's also a tinkerer, so I think that could also
Oh yeah.
some fight for her with that confrontation. Um, same initial question. Any loose threads or plot points, or even like a seed to plant for future episodes?
I agree that the mother son like tinkering connection like was like set up in the cold open, so some kind of full circle there. Um and then I think like maybe it's like a little bit further down. He keeps mentioning he's like I have 30 days, and so maybe we're like a little bit further down the line, still hasn't checked off those boxes. Really wants to get this trifecta. And I think it's not going to happen in this episode, but setting up for a future episode, it could be like a meet cute or something like that that sets up that he's gonna get something in the coming episodes. Yeah.
I hope that's the vibe of it too, is that it's a really.
Yeah.
Brian, same question. Any loose plot threads that we need to tie up before the end of this episode?
Yeah, I think we've got like sort of a parallel of Ziggy's got, this app that might be developed, but also has this full-time job. And like, does he know what his full-time job is? Because I think he landed something and it's like, what does he even do? Right. So I think as he's coming into his own and really kind of figuring out his place, like just having some clarity there of why he's getting a paycheck and like maybe even getting the first paycheck and what that's going to feel like because he's got a tech check for the first time.
I think we've all had jobs where you're just not trained at the beginning and no one explicitly says what's going on, and you have a little bit of that first pay period where you're like, am I doing the job? Um, and Brian, follow-up question. Do you have a line of dialogue that you'd like to hear this act?
Oh, that's how he did it at home.
Will you say that again?
Oh, that's how he did it at home.
Oh, that's how he did it at home. Actors, you have a lot to think about, but keep that in mind. We're heading into the home stretch here. It's the final act of our pilot episode of Pennsyvlania Clutch. Val, are you ready?
Yes, let's go.
Go.
So yeah, Ziggy, this is the loft. Yeah, it's a little loud in here, but you kind of get used to it at a certain point.
Yeah, no, this is really cool. It feels like Lops back home. I'm not gonna lie. I thought it was gonna feel totally different, but yeah, lots of wooden beams and alcohol.
Yeah, yeah. Speaking of, do you want me to get you anything?
Yeah. Do you guys have any like moonshine, corn liquor, whiskey, homemade beer?
I heard whiskey, so I can definitely get you that. All right, I'll
Awesome.
be right back.
Oh man. Okay. You got this. You can drink, you can party.
Oh my God, that is so fun. Oh my God, it's this new guy. Wait, hold on. Hey, oh my God, remember me? Hey, it's Rebecca.
Rebecca. Yes.
Yeah.
From earlier, from my
Yes.
live now earlier. How are you? What are you drinking?
Oh, just a little Diet Coke, but with like mostly whiskey.
Nice.
Yeah. So,
Um,
you're new. You're very new.
Yep.
Very cool.
I
Are you
so
new to other things as well, or?
probably
That's exciting.
no, yeah, so I just moved here obviously from Pennsylvania a couple weeks ago. Today was my first day at my job. These are I'm out here actually with colleagues. So is Ratchet going to be here too? Is there, do you know, or because you're one of the a girlfriend, you're a girl.
I'm a free spirit. Nobody holds me down. Do you want to dance?
Yeah. Please help me. Please help me check these boxes. I have a big brain and 30 days.
Big brain, 30 days, and lots of boxes to check. Sounds like a party.
Yeah.
All right, lovebirds, make your way to the dance floor because we're going to be playing a little bit of a throwback jam. This is from 2003. It's Nelly's Hot in Her.
This is my freaking jam, dude. Oh my God. I used to get dirty to this, like on the dance floor. Ready?
Okay. I put this where?
Hold on, I'm getting kind of sick. I need to, I'll be right back.
Oh, okay.
I like your beard. What's your story?
Hello. You're beautiful. I'm Ziggy. I'm here to be a freak.
I love that. I'm enchanted.
Wow. What's your name, beautiful?
I just said I'm enchanted.
Oh, that's a very beautiful name. You know what? My name is actually Ezekiel, but my roommates started calling me Ziggy, so maybe I should call you Shanti.
I guess that's kind of cool. Yeah, so like what's your story? Where are you from?
I'm from Pennsylvania. I'm Amish, and I just moved here like a couple weeks ago. I just started a new job. I'm on Rumspringa. I don't know if you're familiar. I'm supposed to have a lot of sex and drugs and use tech. I got a phone. I got a phone today, and it's got apps on it. So
That's so awesome. Do you want to
yeah.
go do poppers in the bathroom?
Everyone keeps talking about jalapeno poppers, and I gotta tell you, I love them. I'm ready. Let's go.
Son,
All right.
son,
Absolutely.
son,
Is that your freaking mom?
Ezekiel, Ezekiel, oh God bless this day.
Look, I'm into some weird stuff, but I'm not a freak, so I'm out. I'm so sorry. I will leave you my poppers, though.
You. Where do I put these? Enchanted. Mama! How
I'm
did you.
so Ezekiel, we need you back home.
For what?
It's your father. He's fallen ill.
Of course I will. I love you. I love our community, but will I get another chance? Wait, why did you leave him then? You could have called, you could have written, you could have asked someone to help, but you left him and got on a plane here just to.
Actually, I'm here as well.
Dad, why are you both okay? So
Why did you do? No, this wasn't part of the plan. We were supposed to tell him you fell ill. You were supposed to be back home. Why did you fall? That's okay. Well,
I am going through what some might call a midlife crisis. I just did poppers in the bathroom with an enchanting young woman named Enchanted. And I don't know why, but I feel like I can fly.
can't
son,
believe you spoiled this for me.
the community needs you back home. We're we're struggling. We need your mechanical mind. The wagons are breaking down and nobody knows how to fix them. The rakes, they're rusted and falling apart. We're afraid we won't have enough tools and our own technology for the harvest.
Oh,
We're
it's
afraid
so
of
strange.
starving.
No one else
We
could have
should
thought
order
of
pizza.
Dad, Father, you're making this so. Look, there are lots of people in the community. Mother, if you weren't so ashamed of your skills, you could also be taking care of this. You're
Hush
twice
now.
the mechanic I am.
Hush now. You know what it's like for people like me.
Okay, look, Dad is clearly fine. So maybe he's got. Oh my God. Ugh. I need to try this. If you keep me home, I will resent you for the rest of our lives. I have to try.
Someone needs to help our community, and it can't be me. The last time a woman tried to help with any inventions, you know what happened to her.
Well, then maybe we need to change the community. Have you
I'm
thought
not
about that?
disagreeing with you.
You got on a beautiful airplane. Something must have happened. Someone had to dream so that you could fly here to ruin my wonderful time.
You
A man
will never
should be able
know.
to leave his father and mother and be a freak for 30 days.
That was very quick.
Babe, we should bring Enchanted back to the farm.
I'm going to take your father back to our farm right now. Alone, without Enchanted.
Can we stop for Taco Bell or something though? Like,
Yes,
Oh,
we
but no,
can stop
Dad,
for Taco Bell.
okay.
look, I don't understand why you have to take my chance. I thought you wanted this for me. I thought you knew this about me.
I know more about you than you think I know about you. And I'm not trying to take your chance. I'm just thinking about our community. They need people like us, even though they hate people like us. It's our
Babe,
responsibility. And
we
sometimes
should
you have to
probably get going.
self-sacrifice. Sometimes you
I
have to
left the horses running.
self-sacrifice. The horses are running. Gosh,
The horses are still running outside. We should probably head out.
I'm not coming with you.
Zeke, honestly, that's fine. You look like you're doing great. So, oh my God. San Francisco is so fun. We should do this all the time. We should come out here more.
Yes. Yes, you should. You should leave the community more. If it can't sustain itself because it's hidden away from the rest of the world, when one person leaves for 3 weeks, then maybe it wasn't strong enough to start with.
I didn't know a loft could look like this.
What are poppers?
Oh, well, I also might have been drinking pretty heavily. Have you had a Four Loco yet? I'm
Oh,
pretty crossfaded.
he's crossfaded now.
Look, I made a friend who was going to get me a whiskey, and I'm out here sober at what is supposed to be my first very cool Bay Area party. Look, I am here to try drugs and to sleep with loose women and to learn about technology to save the world, and I can't do that with my mother in the club.
You want
I
to learn
got
about
you a whiskey.
technology?
Thank you.
You want to learn about technology?
Yeah, that's why
Think
I came.
about it like this. Think about it like this. All right, you insolent child, create something that can bring communities together. When you look at the biggest tech giants, who I know nothing about and have never read about,
Huh?
Facebook, LinkedIn, it's social networking. You have a very strong community that you grew up in, and I know that you resent us, but hold your tongue, we gave you so much. Remember your
Hi, I'm
roots.
Jeff Bezos. Are you Ziggy? Did you just start at my company today?
Roll
Mr.
credits.
We really brought it home. I appreciate this so much. Were you the one who initially started that we left the horses running?
Yeah.
Thank you for that.
I got it. You got it.
It was really a special episode and feels like a complete pilot episode of something that can continue. I want to check in with our actors real fast. Sarah Joe, was there any other show that this reminded you of, or a show that you would pair this with on like a network schedule?
Pair it with, well, okay. First thing I think obvious is Silicon Valley. Just because living in that tech world and kind of failing your way up. I think this is going to be more family friendly than except for the times when I'm in my bra. But I really enjoy this, and I actually really want to see this. I want to see what happens next with these people.
I really do too. I say this every week, but I always do mean it. I will say, but I mean it so much this week. Um, Will, same question. Anything that this reminds you of, or a show that you would pair it with?
This is going to be a deep cut, and I'm sorry. I would pair this with the never aired spec pilot for the Geico Cavemen sitcom that they were trying to make. Nick Kroll, I believe, was attached to the sitcom. I think there were a couple other pretty famous comedians as well. But just this idea of like, who was saying it earlier? Maggie, I think, was talking about like sitcoms being like one of two things where it's like, oh, weird people, normal world. This is definitely like that kind of vibe.
Absolutely. And that's a deep cut, but that is also like I would love like an oral history of that or a little docu-series or something about the Geico Cavemen sitcom that was picked up. It was on like the fall
Mhm.
schedule. It was a show that was ran and was canceled.
Mhm.
It wasn't vetoed at like the pitch.
Mm.
Maggie, same question. Any shows that this reminds you of?
This doesn't make any sense, and I feel very strongly about it. I feel like I would put this after like Dr. Quinn Medicine Woman. Just this like something that puts you in the headspace of like a low tech world, and then you're like in this like, oh, but like low tech, but now they're trying to navigate the modern world. That doesn't make any sense, but that's what I would do.
No, I love the idea of having like a frontier show that eases us into this hybrid, and then we have the Silicon Valley style show afterwards. We
Mhm.
really like have the evolution of tech. That's a great idea. Check in with our writers. Drew, our pilot's a hit. We get the green light for a full season. What happens in episode 2?
Ooh. Let's see. So I guess I mean we want to still follow the story of mom and like how she kind of like recovers from like losing her son. I think she would definitely be a good solid B plot for episode two. I'm not quite as sure. I would leave to some of the other writers here.
I love that. Brian, this is an old school sitcom. We get a full run. What happens in episode 22 as our season finale?
Season finale. We're at day 30, and there's some choices that need to be made. So, were the boxes checked? Did the freak happen? Did the
Yeah.
drugs happen? And what's next? I think we're gonna have a little bit of a cliffhanger of what Ziggy's choice is gonna be.
I really love the idea of like a really like analog primitive like journal and we see the boxes being checked,
Absolutely.
all of the things that Zeke is learning. Um and I mean this show's a classic. It runs for a long time. Where are we in season 5?
Season 5. I mean, I think it'd be so funny if it took like more than one season for him to get those three things checked off the list. Um, and I think by season 5, I could see it escalating to like having to like save the farm, or maybe that would be more like the movie that comes after the series, but having to save the farm from like a data center coming in or something, or yeah, having to kind of really pick sides.
Oh, I love that of like his tech infringing on the hometown. That's you guys really went deep on this episode. And I appreciate it. I feel like we really made something and it's art and it matters and it is not complete. I'm so sorry because at pilot season we believe a good sitcom needs a theme song. And so while we're saying goodbye tonight, our actors are going to teach us the theme to Pennsylvania Clutch. Everyone, while you're saying goodnight tonight, feel free to do your best sitcom opening credits poses in your windows. Everyone watching, have a beautiful night. Thank you so much. Like and follow and subscribe to Trident Network everywhere you can. Watch us monthly and please enjoy the theme to Pennsylvania Clutch.
Well, I guess I gotta go. Doom 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 doom. Heading out to ride an app. Do 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 do. Made full of horsepower. She's sure that he's a freak inside, but it's time to find out why. It's Pennsylvania Clutch.
Boom, boom, boom.
Doop ba doop boop. Boop boop ba doop ba doop doop. Boop boop ba doop ba doop doop. It's a simple life, but it don't take too much to start a new life like the Pennsylvania Clutch.
Good night, everybody. Thank you.